It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll see James Conner closing in on 1,000 yards rushing on the year. It's the Cards and the Niners on Monday night.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays. Anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005, a 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over 103,000. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Throwing on first down is Murray. This one swung out to Williams. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Gets by him at the 25. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Niners are going offense. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number?
Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 10, first down Arizona. The Cardinals at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They're really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now. And I would not want to face them come playoff time.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 6 catches, 65 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
First carry for James Conner. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Murray now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run here with Conner. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here's Murray. Caught on the slant. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Garoppolo. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what his offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 14. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. To throw is Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Got his man, it's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Let's take it on the 25. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. He gets away from one. And now headed the other way to across midfield.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Garoppolo now. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And a loose football. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Murray now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Murray now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Murray fighting, lost the football, but I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Ertz has it left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will knot us up at 10. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and yeah, I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them, no matter how many people are put in his direction. It just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. Garoppolo again. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys the lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
A final shot before half for Murray. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Marcus Mariota leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Derek Carr leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Aaron Rodgers sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. These two teams going through their final halftime adjustments, probably trying to get some oxygen as well. And for the call of the second half, let's get you back down to Mexico City in Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's more on the return. That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's corralled at the 40. But now the 4 picking up 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Murray going to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down, Murray. To Connor on the check down. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford.
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Murray now to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Prater's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little... as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Niners set to take over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And right side, they're going to go option here. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Niners have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as Bring you the fourth and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They run behind center with Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Upon a 46, a return of 5. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Here we go. From the 38, Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The 30. 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now an important extra point here to stretch this. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Garoppolo again. And the grab by Croft. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Here we go. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
Touchdown, 49ers. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now goal for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by the T.Y. Hilton touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Murray. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Murray. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw, Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Murray to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Third down, here's McCaffrey.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Well, it took us until the final play track to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it